Hey everybody, it's Mark Ruggiero here, Clark Commando 1983, with a little trip down memory lane. Gonna share my not so pristine Avalon Hill flat top. And I have the newer edition also, that's in my other area. And this one still has the Battleline logo on it with the Avalon Hill symbol. Because if you remember, Battleline came out with this, and Avalon Hill, of course, bought them and basically repackaged it, or, did the box, got it out. I don't think it's a pretty heavy box. There's nothing on the back, so I don't want to pull that out. But what's interesting, so I was 14 years old when I got this originally. And originally I had the Battleline version. And so obviously this isn't that exact copy, but I was 14 years old, got it at Quincy Market in Boston, Massachusetts. So I was out there visiting some relatives because my dad had moved us to California when I was 10 years old, and I'm still here and love it. So, but I wanted to share some memories, some thoughts. Flat Top's one of my all-time favorite games. You really can't solitaire it if you've played it, and we'll talk a little bit about that. It's, kind of a double, no, not double blind, that's not the right word, but it is blind. So let's take the lid off. My copier's got a couple of split corners on the lid. I got the Battleline rule book. Avalon Hill, at this point, I don't think it made any changes. On the back, you got the sequence of play. And I think what's funny is, so you get the scenarios in here. And boy, I'd like to get a game of this in with the Avalon Hill version. The rule books were a whole, let's see here, how many pages? Introduction to the scenario, hints on play. So it looks like about, let's see here. I don't remember if there's an advanced game. Let's just flip through it and look. So it's just black and white, fairly small print. Here's table of contents over here. Basic game rules, and there's an introductory game, and it looks like 14 pages. Introductory games on page 16, then you get advanced couple, looks like 3-4 pages of advanced game rules, and then about 3 or 4 more pages of optional rules, which I tend to use all the rules, so a whole 24 pages of rules. But you get the map layout and no color, fairly dense, but it's, I don't know, it was rated a 10 for complexity back then. I don't know that I'd rate it the same. But yeah, that's the rule book. And my counters, obviously this never been played. You can see different bomb loads, weather, cloud markers. Now let's see, the green is the Americans in this. And because the color is a little different, and then you get the yellow for the Japanese. Get your pad of paper here. This is all the maps. This is what you would use for your air formations and whatnot, to move them secretly from your opponent. And on the back, when you launch different planes, down and whatnot, down here you got their movement factor. RF was their range factor, how many turns they could stay up in the air. Oh boy. So let's see here. And you got their types: dive bomber, fighter, flight plane, medium bomber, torpedo bomber. Got the different abbreviations here for them. The basic game, but that's what nice little pad of those. Non-standard die that whoever I bought this from put in there. Here's your charts and tables. Different hit tables. Weather. Let's see here. Weather. Got weather here. Wind and weather tables. Optional rule. The advanced observation table. Different ship sizes. And then, of course, you got your operations chart for your different carriers and whatnot. Air formations. What's in the air formations. Numbered. You got on the chart here, of course, you'd have your task force. And if your carriers, like you'd have your just landed planes and readying, and then what's ready. So. And you got some air bases down here, capacity and whatnot. So, got really fond memories of this when I did buy it. I'm not that close with my dad at all. I'm sadly suffering pretty bad from Alzheimer's. He's 80. So he's in a home right now. But he's really not aware of his surroundings or anything. But I do have good memories. And he wasn't really a war gamer, but he did play this with me when I bought it on my grandmother's pool table in the basement while we were visiting. And I forgot how many maps. There's an example of the map. You got the Santa Cruz Islands, Henderson Field right here, tool guy, right? This covers mainly Coral Sea, Solomons. And also do the New Guinea, I believe, campaign. Let's see, I get the rest of the maps out. And there's 4 hard mounted. And they are labeled in 8 sections. And I'll show you that. Got a time record track, point track, directions for your storm, the clouds. I forgot exactly how they work, but the hexes are numbered in this version. It's part of New Guinea, but map 6, map 5. These represent Australia and how many turns it takes to get to those hexes. But anyways, really fun game. Hope I can get it to the table before cancer kills me. That'd be nice. And probably, if I did, I'd probably play the Avalon Hill version because it's a much prettier presentation. This particular copy just has a lot of memories because I do remember, like I said, of course, it was the Battleline version that I got, but I was 14 years old. I'm 58 now with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, which is like, you guys are tired of hearing about that, but I'm going to share that with you till I check out. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this. A little short trip down memory lane. Once again, flat top. This is it's basically the Battleline version. Counters are definitely Avalon Hill. They're thinner. Battleline had much thicker counters. But they just bought it, repackaged it, and this is before they came out with the Avalon Hill edition. It's a Craig Taylor design, I believe. He also did Yakinto CV, which is a great game. But anyways, thanks for joining me, and until next time, enjoy a trip down memory lane. Thanks for watching.